Public comments?
We have one, Maureen Kennedy.
I didn't realize it was going to happen so soon. I'm sorry. Thank you for your time this evening. I'm here for a really good reason, and it's not the reason I really want to be here. I want to be inspired by my city, and unfortunately I'm kind of disappointed right now. We live at the end of Gafford at Hillcrest. It's very dark there. It's supposed to be no parking. We've had a lot of criminal element in there. We've chased off somebody who violated and broke into a car down the street. I think you guys are familiar that we've had a lot of, this is the Canyon Ranch area, of course. There's been a lot of break-ins, stolen vehicles, people's houses, being violated. And it's scary. I'm a little person. I don't have much but my voice. And I have to go out and chase people off all the time because they're encroaching on my space, on my safety. They're doing drugs, drug dealing, sex acts. We had a whole caravan out there, caravan of people sleeping at that end of the street. I wish I could speak for more people. I just don't have all the information. But I'm concerned. I'm concerned for my safety. I'm concerned that I have to go out there and chase these people off. I called, Riverside County Sheriffs, and they're not really good at following up. I've called one day because of a gentleman on a motorcycle who was being very foul and mouthy, and it turns out that he was actually just involved in a police chase with the Riverside Sheriffs, and he was wanted. But again, I'm afraid for my safety. I'm afraid for other people's safety. I'm afraid that there's no presence to protect me when I'm home alone and somebody wants to violate my property or my own person for that fact. And I would just like to make it known that I'm not the only one concerned. And I've seen some of my fellow neighbors on the Nextdoor app, and I'm sure that others have been observing that as well. I know, Bridget, you've been on, I think. Yeah. And so you see the concerns, and you see that I understand, that we do have a certain element that is moving into the neighborhood, and I'd like to see more police presence. I understand that it's a budgetary thing. I understand it's a contracting thing. But as an individual, as somebody who's had to chase these elements off, I would like to see more presence in our neighborhood and to restore some of that community feeling that I was, attracted to in the first place. Okay?
Thank you.
Do you have an active neighborhood watch?
Not where we are now.
Okay, so I would suggest maybe getting that set up. You can get block captains. And I also suggest calling every single time you see the police and giving as much information as you can.
And that I do.
And then also you request a callback that you wanted.
I have, and it was just most recently, and unfortunately I did not receive that call back.
Okay. What, is that yours or Dustin's? Whose area is that?
I want to say it's
Dustin?
Dustin's or Marcia, but I'm not sure. Probably Dustin's. But either way, we just know that we all want more police, and that's on our priority list too. And we did finally get our money back from the state. Now we got the bill passed. 5 years of fighting for that. We haven't got a check yet, and unfortunately, that's not coming right now until February. So we're trying to figure out when we can bring that on. But we'll be talking about that as the year progresses, and as soon as we can, get those guys out there, and we want them out there too.
And is that the little cul-de-sac at the top of Canyon Ranch, or I didn't get quite the location?
Canyon Ranch leads up to Gafford.
Yes.
If you make that right on Gafford, it goes up and leads up to the dead end at the bottom of the hill there, where
There's a flag up on the hill.
Actually, I think that's my area. So yeah. Did you give your address to Debbie and everything?
Yes.
And your phone number?
Yes.
I'll give you a call. Yeah.
Outstanding. Very good to hear. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
That's all the comments I have.